Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Forbes Hewlett Transport, don't follow, join. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, more Atlantic Canada's Convoy for Hope, Part 2 of Truck World in Toronto, Ontario. Legend of Trucking, Vernon Erb. And Rig of the Week, a Kenworth W900L from Booth's Farm. But first, owner-operator Mohammed of Groupe Robert.
We're going on the road. Baby, 16 years. I've been trucking 16 years. I went to an unemployment office and I asked the guy that I need a course that I would be able to find a job. I don't want to just take a course and then there's no job for that course. So the guy recommended I will take truck driving course. He told me, I personally guarantee you, when you finish the course, you'll find a job. And if you don't find a job, come here to me, I will get you a job. After I finished driving school, I worked almost for $100 a week just for the food with another small company to get the experience. I worked like this for 3 months. After this, they trust me to give me a truck. And I started with going to the United States. Step by step, I start to realize, the way it works, everything it works, and here we go after 1.5 years or 1 year. I worked for a big company. I bought my own truck. I worked for a few companies. And I end up deciding not to go back to the United States. I want to work local, to be close to home. And I choose Robert because Robert have a lot of work in Canada, between Montreal, Quebec, and Ontario. They have a lot of work. I have to be dedicated, my time, my effort, my work. That's what makes a good broker. My truck is a 2001 truck. It changed the engine 4 years ago. It has 2.4 million kilometers. Engine is almost 1 million now. It's a big engine, 600 Cummins. It have a lot of power. I don't use it. I don't drive more than 92 kilometers an hour. I usually go that way to maximize my gas consumption because I have a big engine. I have an 18-speed transmission, and they call this a smart shift, and it's automatic. It's not all fully automatic, but it's a semi-automatic. I can make it automatic, full automatic, but I don't like that. I control when I change my gears. It's very good on gas. I make like 9 miles a gallon with my truck. I don't have the EGRs, and I keep the truck in a very well maintained. Always change oil after 20,000 kilometers. And I change air filter all the time regularly. I do the maintenance, believe me, if you do your maintenance right, you save money, you don't lose money. You have no time to be breaking down on the road. And this is, at the end of the day, it comes to the benefit of Robert and the benefit of the owner-operator. In inspection, it's helping, it's not jeopardizing your work. It's helping and it saves you money. Robert inspection is more important and vigorous than the SAC. The SAC is like the government of Quebec because we at Robert, we not only inspect the safety, they inspect everything in a truck to make sure you're not going to stuck on the road with a load. The new truck, the industry I think the industry still have a problem with the mileage. And for an owner-operator to have only one truck, mileage is an important aspect of our life, because if you don't have a good mileage, you work, but you're not going to make any money. You're going to spend all your money for fuel. So that's why I kept it in a good shape. That's why I'll spend money to renovate it, to upgrade it, and to repair it, then buying a new truck.
After the break, Truck World, Canada's biggest transportation show. And Rig of the Week, a Kenworth W900L from Boots Farm.
Diesel Spec, diesel engine tuning experts, fuel efficiency leaders, safely improve fuel economy. Diesel Spec will save you money.
Welcome to Trucker Television.
Or if you want horsepower, community leaders sponsoring Truck and Roll on Car. Diesel Spec, worldwide diesel engine tuning experts.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry and iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. World-class plowing match. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
12-gauge customs, award-winning trucks, big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call 12-gauge customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School. Closed captioning is brought to you by Robert Transport. We care. We take charge.
When I woke up in the morning, I found a note at the foot of my bed.
I'm a farmer, but I have to do a little bit of trucking. I put on 42,000 kilometers a year. That's all I truck. It's 5 to 6 days a week from my farm, from the 1st of May till the 1st of December. We grow 530 acres of vegetables, beans, peas, leeks, and squash. Those are our main vegetables that we grow. And I truck them from my farm to the Toronto Food Terminal 6 days a week.
I know I'll save a fortune on your spending sprees. Well, it's lemon you every day.
I wasn't looking for a truck, but I fell in love with it when I saw it in his garage, and he said it's for sale. And the next day, I told my wife, and I said, you gotta come and see this truck. So we went down and saw it again. He said to me, did you bring a check? I said, no, not yet. So about a day later, I came down and I bought the truck off the guy. He says, I know where there's a trailer that'll match this truck, or very close to it. So it was a friend of his that he introduced me to, and I went down and bought the trailer off of him. And over the years, we've added little chrome and a few more lights. And I've had Sean from Spinfast do the detailing every time. It's the third time we've come to this show. Came first in '09, and 2011 again, and now this year again. I changed the stacks. I went from 5-inch to 7-inch stacks. I put a new bumper on the front. Other than that, and we put we went to the bottom hookups for our lighting and our brakes. We took it away from there just to clean it up so it looks clean. We did a new bumper. We put a new bumper on the back last winter. And then we decided this winter, put one on the trailer to match. So we left it. We never touched it. That's been painted in 1997. And the signature of the guy who painted it is still on there, right over here.
When I woke up in the morning.
We're a technology company, mostly R&D. We develop injection technology for natural gas engines, so natural gas injection technology, if you will. We also sell natural gas fuel tanks. We've got an abundance of this fuel in Canada, in North America, right? So why not use this fuel, which is a lot cheaper actually than any petroleum fuel that is also available right now. Not only is it cheaper, it's also a lot cleaner. When you burn natural gas in your engine, you produce a lot less carbon, so emissions are a lot less of a concern.
We are the manufacturer in cargo control equipment, so we do a lot of custom strap, cargo nets, and anything related to the cargo securement. And also, we select the best quality of the components, and obviously we can do pretty top quality and quick delivery to our customers.
The wind goes through them, so the old flaps are a big contributor to the cloud around the trucks in the rain, because not only does the water blow off the sides of the old flaps, but they blow the water off the highway, creating the cloud. And also, of course, when you let the water go through, you let the air through, so your truck gets better fuel economy. We've been in business for 7 years, and last year, after the struggles of getting them through the market, you have to ask for our parts on any manufacturer. But we were on 10% of all the new Freightliners that came out of the factory last year, but that was because of 10% of their customers requested us. And someday you will not have mud flaps on anything. They will all be eco flaps or something like that.
Everything that we manufacture here is basically, it comes from 100% waste oil. That's our feedstock, so it's more of environmentally friendly, because oil is like a natural resource like trees, right? So essentially, we don't take anything from the ground. We just we collect waste oil, whether it's full synthetics, conventional oils. It goes to our refiner in Breslau and goes through the process. We break it down to kind of almost like a basically, essentially, it's a base oil again, and then we just add the additive packages to make it into our blended products, whether it's passenger car or heavy-duty diesel engine oils or hydraulics. So oil itself can be re-refined an infinite amount of times, right? It's just the additive packages that break down, like the rust inhibitors and friction additives and stuff. So it's oil can be re-refined. Instead of crude, which is a natural resource, we're actually, not depleting any natural resource. We're actually using something that's essentially a waste.
We're primarily a refrigerated carrier.
We're a growing business, and we're recruiting drivers and mechanics. So, that's the primary reason for this.
When we come back, Legend of Trucking, Vernon Erb.
Herb Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Herb Transport. Another cool move.
Advanced Welding Techniques. Training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more. Plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry in iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. World-class plowing match. RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Not all V-twins are the same, but it only takes one oil brand to keep them running smooth and strong. Lucas. No matter the size, shape, attitude, or how you ride it, Lucas motor oils are specially blended with Lucas technology to improve performance and life of your V-twin. At Lucas, what you put in your V-twin keeps what you put on it moving forward. Lucas oil, available at quality motorcycle retailers.
When I was a young guy growing up on a farm, I always enjoyed watching the trucks going past our farm, and I always had a liking for trucks and tractors and that sort of thing. When I was about 20 years old, I started driving transport. After my wife and I were married for about 6 months, I decided I'd like to buy a truck of my own. Licensing was very restricted, and in order to have your own truck to haul for other people, you had to get a PCV license, and that was almost impossible to get. To get any license of any value. To get a license to haul road construction materials was quite simple, and not that I cared to have a dump truck. I thought, well, that was one way to get started, and there was a road construction job being done in our area. And they told me they needed 40 trucks, 40 dump trucks for the whole summer. So I thought, well, I may as well try that. So my wife and I bought a 1956 International. This isn't the one, but it was exactly like this one. It's a 6-cylinder, 308 cubic inch engine in it. And it's an International S184, the 180, it's an S180 series, but the S184 stood for a little heavier rear axles for dump work, because you get into all kinds of conditions, and so you needed a truck with maybe heavier axles than what the engine had capability of the power of the engine, so you weren't snapping axles and that sort of thing. A well set up truck. It's designed to carry about 8 or 9 ton, but if you're on construction and you're getting 40 cents a ton or whatever, you tended to overload, and we often carried 10, 11, 12 ton on the truck. It always seems push comes to shove. There was 2 companies in Ontario that had rights to haul any refrigerated product to or from any point in Ontario. The one company, I think the owner passed away and they had some difficulties, and so they sold their company. And the new people that bought their company were mostly interested in the general freight license that they had, and weren't real interested in the refrigerated one. And so we were at the right place at the right time, I guess, and were able to buy the refrigerated portion of Lewis Transport, and which opened us up to be able to haul for anybody that shipped refrigerated. Well, right in our own area, we had all kinds of possibilities. And before we knew it, we were growing faster than we felt we could or should, because there was such a demand for our services. Even though a lot of these processing plants had their own trucks and that, they still needed to supplement their equipment for overflows and that we did for them. And so we got very much involved with the meat industry. Fearman's Meats in Burlington was one of our original customers. And from then we just grew and grew and grew, because we didn't have any salesmen on the road. I did a lot of the selling myself, because there was such a demand for our service because of the license we were able to purchase at that time. And that really was the key to our growth, because there was very few people in refrigerated, and there's a real demand for our service. I think that's why we are what we are today, because that's what we started with back in 1970. And of course then, about 20 years later, the trucking industry was deregulated, and so everybody and their brother seemed to get into trucking, was able to carry anything, and so we faced with a lot more competition and lower rates and a lot of other things. However, we also were open then to haul other general freight, not restricted to refrigerated. So it was a change. It was a real change in the industry when deregulation took place.
When we come back, more Atlantic Canada's Convoy for Hope.
Spady Transport, now hiring owner-operators. Join today and work for the very best. Now hiring owner-operators. Spady Transport.
12-gauge Customs, award-winning trucks, big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call 12-gauge Customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. Laidlaw Carriers Tank. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Biker TV, the best of Canadian motorcycling. Bikes, babes, and rock and roll. Biker TV.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Diesel Spec, diesel engine tuning experts, fuel efficiency leaders, safely improve fuel economy. Diesel Spec will save you money.
Welcome to Trucker Television.
Or if you want horsepower, community leaders sponsoring Truck and Roll Honk Car. Diesel Spec, worldwide diesel engine tuning experts.
We're in Salisbury, New Brunswick. It's just outside of Moncton. And then we're going to Allash, New Brunswick, which is just before Amherst, the Nova Scotia border. So once we get more to Moncton, there'll be more people. And as this goes every year, there's going to be more people participating in it, and also people as spectators too, watching it. It's for breast cancer, colon cancer, and prostate and heart, and any point in time someone that we know or ourselves in general are touched by cancer, so it's worth this, you know. What's one day of our lives to save someone else's? I got a 4-year-old daughter, Lily, and what's saying that, you know, she won't get it, or myself.
My daughter comes with me quite a bit on the weekends if I'm switching out trailers, or my wife will come with me. We'll get a babysitter or whatever, she'll come with me for the night. The company I'm with, like, you know, he did this for 50 years. He's been in business for 50 years, and you know, he had a family too, so he knows what it's like being away from home. And he, like I said, he encourages that we have, you know, family time too. My wife and I got a 4-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old boy. They came down last night and helped me for a while, and then I finished it up today. I love them to death for it, because I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. Potatoes was actually my first load. It was a container full of potatoes. It's something I always wanted to do. I've always seen them as kids going up and down the road. You get to see a lot of country and meet a lot of people. I miss my kids and my wife when I'm gone, but you know, you do what you have to do to let them eat. Me and a fellow driver was leaving job site, and we witnessed an accident, and a gentleman died in front of me. And that was my first trip to the U.S., and it was a memorable one. You know, the old saying, here today, gone tomorrow. And you got to live by it that way. There's, you know, truckers that I know personally that passed away from cancer, and we do benefits for them, like, you know, to help out their families and stuff, and it touches home.
3 weeks without you here and I float and drift through an endless hollow dream. Spell won't lift. I know I need you here with me. That's a fact. Counting down the days till I get you back. You will light my way. See it every day. Give me a place to hide myself and shield me from the pain. Always give me more.
They do a lot for animal fencing here, but that's your biggest thing that you got to watch is your animals and wildlife at night. Most trucks are hauling 60,000 pounds or whatever, or 60,000 kgs, and that's a lot of weight pushing behind you to try to get it stopped. And just people's got to realize too that they're driving, you know, cars. You know, we might have 18 wheels or whatever, but we can't stop like you think we can.
Want fancy new fenders? Show off your truck on national TV. Email us a picture of your truck and we'll enter you into the 2nd annual New Line Fender Contest. We all take pride in our rides.
Send Trucker Television a picture of your truck, you can win a set of fenders just like this.
Next week on Trucker Television, reefer experts, Herb Transport. More Atlantic Canada's Convoy for Hope. Rig of the Week, a 2015 International from Laidlaw Van. And Trucking the 401 Corridor with Groupe Robert. Trucker Television is brought to you by Chrome for Kids Truck Show and Shine, supporting Children's Hospital. Bryson Insurance, your partner in success for family and business. Be on Trucker Television at Truck and Roll Encore.